Yeah, yeah. Look, I do not do it for fame. I do not do it for you. I put myself through the pain. Time to start facing the truth. Yeah, yeah.
Hello. Welcome. Come in. This is Tamika's Den. I am Tamika. Get on in here, y'all. Get on in here. So today we are talking about Sparkle, okay? The original movie, shining a light, giving flowers, putting the crown on Miss Irene Cara, okay? Shine a light on her. Hey, shine a light on her. Hey. So guys, let me know if there's anybody in here, if y'all can hear me good, see me good, everything is happening good. I got some guests I'm going to bring in here with me. Okay. Give me a minute. What's going on here? Sorry, y'all. Y'all know y'all got to bear with me. I had to go zig out my pearls and stuff, y'all. Okay, there it goes. Hello, everybody.
Hey.
I got Inga with me, and I got Muchella from Muchella Reviews with me.
Hey, everybody. Hey. Happy Sunday evening.
Yes. So, guys, we are talking Sparkle today, all right? I could not believe that some people was telling me that they never saw this movie. I was like, oh, no.
The original?
Yes.
Well, depending on how old they are. What's their age?
Depends their age.
They got to be 50 and over. You know?
Yeah. My cousin got me by a little bit, and she said she never watched it. She said she was going to go watch it. I said, oh, no, you got to get spanked. Because I had put it up on TikTok just a couple of weeks ago and was talking about it and saying how it was a classic. It was a couple old movies I was sharing, and that was one of them. And I was like, if you don't know about this or your parents never taught you about this, then we got, some problems. This is a classic right here. And I was basically trying to shine a light on, Mary Alice at that time, the one that played Effie, the mother in the movie, because she's a great actress too. Oh, Lord, sorry, y'all. She's a great actress too, and she passed away early in the year. And it's like a couple weeks after me sharing that, then we seen Irene Cara pass. I was like, no. Like, no, that can't be.
Yeah, Mary Alice was a great actress. She played on a lot of great stuff.
Yes. Hey, Nita.
Hey, Nita.
Thanks for coming through. Thank you. I dug in my closet at the last minute. I was like, wait a minute now. I got some things here.
I know. I thought she got pearls.
I know. She looked like the lead singer. She looked like Sister, the lead singer. That's right.
Yes. I just decided this last minute. I was like, wait a minute. I'm digging here a little bit. Hey, cuz. Hey, HEA. Thank you for coming through. So we just was going to talk about, like I said, the movie a little bit. This was a classic. So, we're going to start it off. So in the very beginning, we already know that with this is of course 1950s Harlem, and we got Irene Cara playing Sparkle, we got Sister Loretta McGee, and we got Dolores, that was Dawn Smith, I believe, and of course, like we was just saying, the mother Effie is Mary Alice, and Loretta McGee and Mary Alice actually played in The Woman's of Brewster Place together too with Oprah.
Oh yeah, Lynette McGee, you mean?
Yes, Lynette. Yes.
McGee, yeah. Oh, yeah, Lynette McGee played in so
many. They are all good.
She got a laundry list of great things.
Yeah, definitely.
TV shows, movies, you name it. I mean,
exactly.
Yeah.
And then we got Philip Michael Thomas playing Styx. I forget the other guy name that was on Leroy.
I forgot him, but he was in a lot of movies too.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, he's a legend. Yeah, been around forever.
From the 70s and 80s. Matter of fact, he was in Snowfall. That was the last thing we all remember seeing him in. Recently.
Yes.
He was in Snowfall. That was one of the dudes that the legit guys that Franklin was dealing with.
Yes.
Yeah.
Women in Rooster Place. I like that one too. And I remember, like I said, Mary Alice, she's such a standout character because even in that movie, I think it was what is his name? I can't even think of it. Paul Winfield, it might be, was playing the father, and he was beating Oprah because she wouldn't tell him who the baby daddy was, and Mary Alice came out with that shotgun, like, get your hands off my daughter.
That's right. Yeah,
we might have to talk about that one
Mary
day.
Alice played the mother in the movie B Street. She played
that's another classic.
She was in a different world at the early
stages of she was like one of the house mothers.
Yes. She was so many stuff. TV shows, movies, stage plays. I mean,
yes, definitely.
Yeah, she was a veteran for sure.
So I got some slides, y'all. I don't know how they gonna, be though, because this movie is old and some of them is kind of dark. But of course, in the beginning, we started out with all singing in the choir together. Oh, and another thing about this movie, the soundtrack. It's crazy.
Fire.
Yes. Curtis Mayfield.
He wrote it, and Aretha Franklin is
exactly. And he did a lot of good soundtracks for a lot of movies back in the days.
And who was that did the soundtrack again?
Curtis Mayfield wrote it. Aretha Franklin sung it.
Right.
You go look it up. It's Aretha Franklin.
No, I know it's her voice. I know.
Exactly. Yeah.
I just
because I remember En Vogue did the song. I think me and Pretty Girl was talking about that one day, and me and my friend sung that in a daggone talent show back in the days. We was like, we don't even know what this song is about, but we steadily sing it.
Music composed.
So of course, I don't want to jump too.
I used to love Michael Thomas back.
Yes.
I used to thought he was so fine back in the day. I used to love him.
Yes. So either one of y'all want to talk a little bit about the beginning, like just us seeing them, of course, from where they start to where they end up, but like being on the choir, chilling on the steps.
They were so innocent.
Yes.
They were so innocent and naive.
They were very young.
They were very young
because remember now,
and sheltered.
They were yes. And the mother was a single mother. They lived in Harlem.
Exactly.
And mother was a maid for rich white people, and so they were just like a lot of average black people how they lived at the time.
Right.
And I think the mother did the best she could with raising them 3 girls,
Yeah, he was fine.
Philip Thomas was fine.
He was fine.
Oh my God. I loved him from Miami Vice and a whole lot of stuff.
Too,
he looked good now as an old man.
Yes.
He's aged nice.
He looks sexy. Like
because I like an old man.
Yes. Hey, thank you for coming through.
I know that's right. I know that's
Yes. Yeah, so in that beginning part, we basically was just, like you said, seeing them young, the mother telling them to come up off the daggone stoop. It's time to get upstairs. And it was funny.
Everybody's mother told them that.
Yes.
That was a black mom.
Come inside. You out there with being fast.
Before the street, when the street
being fast with them boys. Come inside.
You knew you had to bring your behind on up, okay?
Exactly. And ain't no back talking.
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
And it was funny to me too, like the neighbor. I think she had made a comment about sister, and then
the neighbor was a smart mouth woman. I mean, she was all up in their business.
But
yes,
she was right.
She gave her that warning, and she was like, "Oh no, she just like her father, she be all right."
No, because sister was fast. Sister was a little fast. So yeah.
Yes.
Out in the tail.
Yeah, she was. Yeah.
And so we pretty much seen, like, of course, Sticks, he had a thing for for Sparkle. And
Sparkle was probably what, 15 maybe?
I think so. I think she was supposed to be like 15, 16, somewhere in there.
Yeah,
and how old was he supposed to be?
I don't know. I think he was older.
Like
He
about
couldn't have
20.
been that old. All he do is work in a record store. Like,
Well, he could have been okay. He could have been 18, 19, 20.
Yeah,
something
I think he had her by a little
19.
bit.
Yeah, 18, 19 maybe. So, I mean, I did too. I talked to dudes. It was when I'm 15, they was 18 or 19. I mean, you know, it's a different time now. You can't be doing all this thing. But back then
it wasn't.
I ain't want no boy. I wanted a man. Oh, yeah, I understand it.
Older, like 25. He was 25.
I don't think he was 25.
No.
Was he that old? Shoot.
I would have been talking to him too.
I don't know.
25. I don't know if he was that old, but he could have been 20. I say 20, 21, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. They didn't even say his age, but I know.
But it seemed like when they I know we're not talking about the new one, but they seem like Derek Luke wasn't that much older than her. I think he was out of school and everything, but he might have been maybe like 18, like you said, 18, 19. That's what I thought he was.
Yeah. He wasn't a teenager like her. Like, I mean, really young like her. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if he was that much older, but I know he was a little bit older. Her mother didn't seem to have a problem with it, but when they got up on that
time, then it was a different time.
Exactly.
You know, people get married at 14, 15 years old.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, exactly.
Different time. Like now, we were frowned upon a 25-year-old man with a 16-year-old girl, but back then, they was trying to marry the girl off. Yeah,
and that's basically what women were groomed at that age to become wives.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
That's why it wasn't frowned upon like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because he was up here coming up to the rooftop, okay, to go see her. And then the neighbors started, we didn't get to that part yet, but, you know, people were seeing her up there with him.
Yeah, Moochie, you from New York City now. You ever go up on them roofs, up on the top of the roofs in the buildings?
Look, you can't go up
I never did because I was near the heights.
You know what kind of girls went up there and staircase. Come on now.
I was near the heights.
Some people don't even make it all the way to the roof.
Right.
They be in the staircase and then they start and then it be on and popping with them.
Right.
Well, we used to kiss in the staircase.
That's what I said. Sometimes you don't even make it to the roof.
Yeah, I ain't never been on the roof, but I've been in the stairwell.
Yes. Oh God. Yeah, like
ATA called it Pebbles Beach.
I skipped a little too much, but yeah, we had her on the roof and we had sister in the car with Leroy, okay? And Leroy is telling her at this point, you know, he's big time, or he's trying to get big time. Now he's getting connections. He got this car. And she's like, where you get this car from? Because, you know, that's what sister wants. Sister looking for something different than Sparkle.
Yeah.
All three of the sisters are, you know, of course, different.
They're different, yeah.
The middle one seemed like she's focused on her education.
Right.
Yeah, and she's more into
she wants to be like
social things, Black Power.
Yes.
Because she kind of got a little sassy with the mama.
Yes.
Why you go over there and work for them white folks, washing their drawers and cooking for them and all that kind of stuff. And the mother slap in the face or something? Okay, I know she bombed her out though. She said something to her.
Hey boo. Oh please, look, me and her used to be traveling together. I ain't gonna tell our secrets though.
She said, wait, what kind of ladies? Look,
we grown.
We're not talking about you, Shannon.
Right.
You're not one of those girls.
Right. Yes, we used to watch this movie so many times.
Sparkle and her sisters were church girls, and they didn't matter. Those are the girls that would be up on the roof. Right.
Yeah,
so that didn't.
Look, I don't want to say it, but sometimes they do more than the girls that don't go to church.
Exactly.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
That's true.
That's all a front, you know. Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah.
So,
all right, HEA Boogie Yeah. So. That's basically what we were seeing, like them, you know, starting to get into their own little things, and you know,
Levi wanted to move up, you know, he wanted to have big money and move
Right.
up. And that's the kind of man she wanted too. She wanted
Exactly.
a street dude.
Yeah, she definitely did. And he had bought her like a little $17 ring that had a little, what she said, it was a gold chip or something in it. And they was making fun of her in the kitchen when they was doing her hair, like, Leroy. They was like, oh, please, and then they was like, that little chip is mighty tiny. So she definitely was trying to look for she was definitely trying to look for the big time. Yeah. And like you said, Leroy was working at the record shop, and they had a little like a rock and roll type of talent show thing going, and he wanted to get tickets for all of them to be able to go. And then that's when I guess he started kind of getting the idea, like, we could do this too. We could be able to perform. He knew how to write songs.
Yeah.
So after they went to the show, he had them practicing. And that made me laugh because sister was like, yeah, y'all go ahead and practice. I don't need no practice, okay? I'm good over here.
And she didn't. She didn't need no
she
practice.
Really didn't.
No, she took over the performance,
Yeah, she did. That's when they first come, and at this point they was calling themselves the Hearts, and they have all of them together. It's Sister, Sparkle.
And they look good. They were in sync. They look
like they did. I think they won the show. They won a trophy and they won some type of cash.
This is where they changed it. Like,
right.
You see the difference now. Okay. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. Go ahead. Talk about it.
No, I was saying this is where they changed it because in the updated movie, you never saw the guys singing with them.
Right.
No, the updated version with Whitney Houston, that movie is totally different.
They made a few changes. One change I didn't mind, but some of the other stuff I was like, come on.
You notice the big change that you noticed that in the original, this family is just average, middle class, kind of poor family trying to make. In the second one, they got money. They live in this big house. They got cars. They living good. So they definitely changed that part. And there's a lot of little things they changed up in it,
Right. Yeah. So originally, it was all of them in the group, including Styx and Leroy. And
Levi,
I think they were saying Levi. And they were singing, jump. With their little outfits on. So when they won it, Sparkle was kind of like, oh, I wasn't expecting that. No, who would have thought it? And Styx was like, I would have thought it, because he had all the confidence in them that they could go out there and do their thing. But then Levi didn't want that for his life. Of course, he was trying to be in the streets, So he's like, I ain't a part of no group. I'm back up. Y'all want to talk a little bit about that? Like, he was the first one to kind of go his own way.
Yeah, because he wanted the fast money. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. I'm just saying that y'all was agreeing with you. Levi didn't want to. Yeah, he wanted to be in them streets. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. No, you're right. He wanted to go out here and make money, quick money. So he wasn't trying to be involved in the. He didn't. That was more Styx's thing.
Yeah.
That was his dream, not Levi.
Yeah.
You know how sometimes guys do things to get closer to the girl? I think he did that to get closer.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. And he basically met Satin, and that ended up being like one of the worst things he could, bring into his life. And even though his name is Satin up here, but I call him Satan because that's what he was.
No, he was nasty. He was very nasty. He was abusive.
Yes.
Everything. This dude, I'm assuming, well, ain't no assumption. We see what it was. He was a drug dealer and a pimp too, right?
Right.
He did a little bit of everything, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And once he met him, he brought him to this show, I believe it was.
Nita agreed with you. She said Satan. Yeah, he really
was. Absolutely.
Oh man, the way he did Sister, Lord.
Dag, I can't even see these clips to know which one is which. I had a little bit of clips here, but I don't know, y'all. We'll see. But yeah, this is when he first comes to the show and he first sees Sister singing. And Leroy just a smiling. Levi, I don't know why I keep calling him. he's so happy, like, oh, look at my baby on the stage, and look at this devil, look at Satan, look at his face.
I mean, he look evil as all
He
get
do
out.
look evil.
Yes.
He looks dark.
Yes. And mind you, he came with somebody.
I was just gonna say, what about how he treated that other lady?
Yeah.
Like trash.
The girl he came in with. Yeah.
I tried to get the screenshot of that part, but I couldn't get it. It was too dark because, baby, they go backstage to meet them.
He said, put her in a cab. You know,
he was basically like, and she was like, what? Because he invited sister to come back with them to a party. And she said, she coming with us? He said, no, you going home. And he literally took her in the hallway and was like, bam, bam. I said, no, he didn't. And took the fur and was like, this is mine. That was so cold. But I said, girl, he probably saved you by doing that and getting rid of you because, oh, Lord, he was horrible. He was absolutely horrible.
Yeah, yeah.
And from that point on, I guess she wanted to be with him because he was supposed to be, the big time. But at this point, we got Sticks and Miss Sparkle checking into the hotel because
I laughed at this. Yes.
He said it's too cold on the roof and we getting too old.
I mean, on the roof too. That's it. He said, yeah, it's getting cold now, and but it's funny how he slipped a man some money. First of all, who asked somebody for a marriage license?
Yeah, he definitely did look like an abuser.
He said he asked the man, do you got a marriage license? Who asked that?
What?
Yeah.
I think he said that because he knew that Sparkle was little.
Was underage. He knows. He could look at her and see she was underage. So so the man at the desk asked him, said, you got a marriage license? He said, yeah.
Right.
He pulled out $20.
Yes, and he was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he greased his palm and
right. Because he said she was 18.
Yeah. Talking about they was only in town for one night for a wedding. They ain't planning on staying over.
Lying to get the panties.
I guess her mother must have been at work all night or something. How she? Or maybe they was only there for a few hours. Maybe.
Right.
Yeah. A short stay.
Yeah, exactly.
I got curfew. I gotta be home by a certain time. Don't act like some of y'all didn't do that.
Yeah, because we always seen her coming in like late.
I gotta say it. Tell my mother I'm going to the club, but I gotta be home by 2. So
right,
we gonna get it in. We gotta get it in.
we ain't got a lot of time to be talking.
Right,
ain't a whole lot of talking. Nita said I did.
Look, I gotta be home. I didn't go to the hotel. I just went to his house and told my mother I was at the club with my friend. And my friend used to do the whole thing with me. She would come with me and be like, "Hi, mom," like saying, we going out to the party, to the club tonight." And then we would go our separate ways.
You gotta have that good girl.
I would help her, and she would help me. And if anything happened,
yeah, I used to tell one of my best girlfriends at the time. I used to say, if my father or my mother called looking for me, just say I should say I'm with you. I'm doing something.
Right.
She was the one a trustworthy person. I was. She would cover for me. Yeah.
You always gotta have one girlfriend that's gonna cover for you.
Yeah.
My girlfriend, she used to come. I said, look, if anything happened, you just call his phone because he had a phone and look, I'll go home.
So at this point, they come. I don't know how long had they been performing, but I believe this is the second performance. But this is the first performance that the mother shows up to, and they wasn't expecting her. So they like, wait a minute, we didn't know you was here. Of course, they trying to find a seat for her, and at the same time, old Satan is showing up, and this is her first time getting to meet him.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, you got to, and she brought her the next door neighbor. That must be her best girlfriend, I guess.
Right.
See
And
all
you
the
know, she probably got her ears to the street, the neighbor, where she
Oh
know
yeah,
exactly
she
who
definitely
he is.
had her ear to the street.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, they knew at this point something was going on. She probably was never coming home anymore. She probably was in the street all the time. The only way she get to see her daughter is if she showed up at the club.
Right.
Wow.
That's probably why she showed up.
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then she knew something was going on. You know?
Yeah.
The mother probably grew up in Harlem. She knew what time it was with them.
Exactly. Look at her face. This is her face looking at him. Y'all know that look. She see exactly what he is.
Smoking her cool. She sitting there smoking her cool. And
she looking at him like the trash he is. She see right through it. So I done lost which daggone clip was which, y'all, but let me see. Because I know I had some clips
that was
here.
the second time they performed. At least the second time we saw them perform.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's where you started off with.
Yeah. So let me see. We gonna take a guess. I hope I don't.
ATA said we couldn't do stuff like that now with the phone tracks.
Oh no, it's not showing, right?
Now you can hear the music though.
Okay.
You can
Yeah, for some reason they went out. So let me see. Well, that was the song they were singing.
Giving him something he can feel. Yes, right.
And Mama was giving them the only looks.
Let me ask you this: how did you like In Vogue's version of it?
I thought they did a good job.
Yeah, I think so too. Because them sisters could sing it, that time, So I thought they did a good job covering it,
Oh yeah.
Sister. Baby. He's just gonna drag you to the gutter with him. Gutter? How can you say that he's as big time as you can get? I've lived in Harlem all my life. I do know a rat when I see one. You don't understand, Mama. You don't understand. Well, I said my piece. I'm going home.
That's my favorite part, baby. She said, listen, I lived in Harlem all my life.
I know a rat. I know a rat. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. And then like
a rat.
And that was such a small part, but so impactful. She said, I'm going home now. I said my piece. You do what you want to do.
Yeah,
and I'm telling the truth though.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. Absolutely, yeah. And I'm sure this wasn't the first conversation, if this was a real life situation, this probably wasn't the first conversation that a mother had with their child.
Right.
And she probably said, listen, I done said my piece. She threw her shawl across her
chest, exactly.
Her shoulder, and she said, I'm going home. I'm just not,
Exactly.
I'm not gonna keep on. Some people gotta learn the hard way.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. She said, I know a rat when I see one.
Yes.
Well,
she was staring him down the whole time and he couldn't even look at her face.
Yeah, at this point that he was tricking her out and everything. He was doing all kinds of stuff to
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what basically ended up, happening next, right after her telling her mother that I couldn't get that one, but he was saying he wanted her to, thank him for this fur he gave her. And she was like, I thank you every way I know how. He said, no, you didn't. And basically went to beating the mess out of her, saying, beg. I was like,
wait a minute. Did he say something about rub his feet or something?
No, he said crawl, matter of fact. And she started laughing.
Okay. Crawl,
she thought he was crawl. And he
crawl
really
like
was
a dog
like,
or something.
Yes, he started being like, crawl, bitch, crawl. I was like,
and then he just started beating her up just for no reason. Just started beating the hell out of her. I mean,
Yeah.
punching in her face.
Yeah, he was punching her really hard.
Yeah, that's why his name is Satan, for real.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And at this point, she started, of course, basically dealing with the domestic violence, and then also she started using drugs. I guess the drugs were supposed to take away the pain.
Of course, it's gonna take her out of her mind and numb her from everything.
It numbed her, yeah. That's what it was about, yeah. But that's why her the other sister, the middle sister, I can't remember her name now. It was Dolores or something. What was the middle sister?
Yes, Dolores.
Dolores. That's why she went and got revenge. She tried
right. She thought she was helping her because she came in there and was like, "Wait a minute, what the hell is going on?"
I all busted up and swollen.
She saw the bruises. Then she said, "What else is he pumping into you?" She could tell she was, I mean, it was to the point she was even sending Sparkle for it. And I said, "Come on now, Sparkle." But Sparkle was just such a sweetheart. And she looked up to her so much.
She loved her big sister so much. She didn't, yeah. She loved her big sister so much that she was willing to go do that,
right, Nita.
That was crazy.
Yeah, definitely. So at this point, because I forget the other guy's name, but Satan had a little side guy that used to be with him that was trying to rap to Dolores. And Dolores decided, she was going to give him a chance only because she basically wanted to, get some inside details so she could try to, oh, Lord, I got somebody in here doing spam.
Oh, yeah. Somebody,
my first little spam.
Yeah. Just kick this person right on out of here.
So, like at that point, she just wanted to, I guess, get, because she was dissing him more before. She wanted to get in with him to try to get some info so she could go ahead and, try to get Mr. Satan locked up so he wouldn't be messing with, sister anymore. But that completely backfired. Y'all want to talk a little bit about that, Muchi?
Yeah. Well, no, I'll piggyback off of
Inga.
Okay, wait a minute. So you saying that the after the sister went to get the
she went with Satan's friend.
Oh yeah. Okay. Because I was just trying to remember the scene.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying. I couldn't remember right away.
So she slept with this dude just so she could get
right.
And you know how I do. Okay, wait a minute. I don't want to be. Okay, I gotta make sure I ain't gonna get too vulgar. She knew damn well she was gonna throw that stuff up on him, so he can. But he done spilled all the beans. He done told all the secrets.
Of course,
she done threw that good old stuff up on him.
Yeah, she was throwing it back, throwing it in the circles and everything.
Exactly. And he just told it all. He probably told his social security number. He told every damn thing, And she went to a payphone, which you can't even find no payphones no more. She goes to a payphone, and she told there was something going down, but she had no idea it was Levi who was doing it, not Satan, whatever. You know what I'm saying? She thought she was going to get him, and she felt bad. I hope I ain't going too far. She did.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, she did feel bad once she realized it was Levi, because everybody loved Levi.
Right.
So she did him and didn't even realize she was getting him jammed up.
Yeah. Oh, and going back to I wonder how Levi felt when he walked in and saw his girl with Satin. That probably made him feel away.
He did feel away.
Yeah, it's like he ended up losing everything trying to gain something.
That's right. He ended up going to jail and everything. It was terrible.
Yeah.
So it all backfired. I think that's why she ended up. Well, go ahead. I ain't gonna tell you the next thing that happened because I don't know if you ever slide in that.
Yeah, basically, we seeing them falling apart. We got Levi in jail. We got sister on drugs and getting beat up. Sticks at one point, I think at that point he was still trying to say, we gonna work and get Levi out. He gonna be okay. And he was still trying to get them to come and sing. But at this point, sister is missing the show. She not even showing up no more the way she would. And of course, Sparkle's over here talking about, oh no, child, you gotta check out the original. Hey. Thanks for stopping through. See, I don't know how
definitely
y'all
about
don't
the
be
business.
seeing
It's
my
on YouTube for free. You can see on YouTube for free. So
Yes.
I didn't know I was looking for it.
Yes.
I
Oh,
had
yeah.
to, I had to go the other way. I went on my Fire Stick.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
yeah.
I have it on
Either
DVD.
up there, YouTube. I got the DVD
I got
too,
the
but I ain't
DVD.
feel like digging for it.
me, right for that pulling the thing. So I said, let me look at you because YouTube. You can sometimes you can find the movie. So
Yeah.
somebody post the full movie up there. I watched
Right.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, so we was just seeing them like all falling apart. It was really sad. And like you said, once he got arrested, then Dolores felt guilty and she wanted to leave. That wasn't the only reason, because she had her little moment. I don't got the screenshot for that one, but she got a moment in the, what was it? I think in the living room with her mother, when her mother's coming in from work and actually catches her. She's about to leave and she was telling her, whatever you running from, it's going to follow you. You can't really run away from it. But she was like, I'm tired, Mama. Ain't you tired? And she was just breaking down of all the things she was tired of. But I think that really just gave her the biggest push. And she also has said to sister, like, what are you waiting for that to kill you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't like the fact she was going to try to leave town without saying goodbye to her mother.
Right, yeah.
I mean, I understand what she was doing, but
yeah,
I was like, she was going to slip out of town without saying nothing to her mother, but, and she seemed like she was she high school or college age?
I think she was supposed to be maybe college.
I think she was college, and because Sparkle
Yeah,
was a baby, so she
right.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, HEA. He sure was.
Yeah.
Oh, she was saying that Amari played
Yeah, he played Levi.
He played Levi on
Well, yeah, he played Levi, but they in his result was different.
And Mike Epps played Satin.
Right.
He did a good job to me.
Yeah, he did do a good job.
Yes, he did.
He did.
Oh, you got a spam friend.
I see. I'm gonna have to get me what do you call it, a moderator. Hey, John, they popping in here tonight.
Oh, that means you made it now.
That's what Nita said.
Oh man. Yeah. So yeah, she definitely felt bad about Levi. So that she probably said, "Look, I'm done with this." And the sister was I think she just wasn't on that time with them. She wasn't with Sparkle. She wasn't with her older sister. She just said,
yeah. She had her, like I said, they all had their own personalities, and she definitely was just kind of like the more serious one, seemed more level-headed. She wasn't worried about getting in with no guy. And she just kind of like, as far as her mother was concerned, was like, aren't you tired of being a maid and working for them people, cleaning up after people all the time? Because sometimes she would even tell her, like, we old enough to clean up after ourselves. You won't have to do it. And she told her, I love taking care of people that I love. I like doing this for the people I love.
But, that time, what was it, the 60s? That time, that was supposed to be the 60s, right?
Yeah.
That's what
like late 50s, early 60s.
That's what a lot of domestic jobs, that's what a lot of people do, men and women.
Right.
My grandmother did. A lot of people did. Had to do domestic jobs, and that took care of the family. So it's not, it's not demeaning work.
Thanks for stopping by, Nita. I appreciate you. If y'all are not subscribed to Nita the Diva, make sure that y'all go subscribe to her channel and check her out.
That's right.
I appreciate you.
Doing domestic work is not demeaning. It's demeaning how they were being treated.
Right. Yeah.
So the sister the Dolores she just wasn't having it.
Right.
Yeah.
So at this point, they all breaking up. Sticks is fed up because sister still ain't show up. So at this point, he's coming. He's running out. He's pissed. He ready to leave. And he just basically told Sparkle like she could come with him. But Sparkle busy talking about, well, I got sister. I got my mother. I can't go. What y'all think about that?
She wanted to go, but she was afraid to leave. She's still a kid.
Yeah, she was still a kid.
She's still a kid, and he was ready to walk out on faith.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a little
Yeah.
old. I think he 18, 19 maybe. Something
Yeah,
like
because he was saying he got a job lined up, and he was just basically like, nothing ain't happening here, everything falling apart. But she was so into daggone sister. She was like,
upset.
I'm the only one that care about her. I'm the only one that's gonna be there for her. That type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, the other sister left.
Right.
Yeah, so it was nobody there to look after her, and then she didn't want to leave her mother and all that. So, and then, like Moochie said, she 15, 16 years old. She probably don't know nothing but outside of Harlem.
Right.
Outside her neighborhood, her block.
Exactly.
Yeah. So she wasn't ready to jump out there, but he just got tired of it. He wasn't having it. So
right. I'm sorry, y'all. Yeah, definitely true.
Now, how long do you think that Stitch
Hey, Miss Cara. Thank you for coming through. I meant to ask you if you want to come up here with us. Miss Cara got a YouTube channel too. Make sure y'all check her out.
Yes, I go on there. I check her out all the time. How long you think Stitch was probably gone?
I don't know.
Before he came back. This seemed like it was like a couple of months, or it wasn't.
I think it might have been months. I don't know if it was a year yet.
Okay.
Because we kind of they didn't really, specify it. We just kind of seen like sister looked like she was still singing certain places on her own at this point, and she was looking horrible.
A mess. Yeah.
And then I think we seen him working at like some kind of construction site, wherever he had went to. I forgot where he was going to. Was it only 2 weeks? I'm child. Listen, I ain't know that.
I thought it was like 6 months. I thought it was like.
What 2 weeks?
That's what HEA said.
It had to be longer.
I thought it was. I thought
it was a couple of months.
Because
that's what I thought.
Remember, he was sitting there eating his lunch on his break, and
right?
He the letter that Sparkle had wrote him.
Yeah.
So, I
don't think it was 2 weeks. It was 2 weeks. It was a couple of weeks.
At least a month or two.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Yeah. They didn't really say. You saw the mother going to work and you saw her looking all sad and down. At one point, even her boss was like, I hope you think you could talk to me as a friend. But she didn't think that at all. Right. When she was asked her if she was okay, she pretty much was like, yeah.
About the white lady?
Yes.
I don't know you.
Right. I'm just coming here to do my work and go home.
Now, black people was not sitting there talking to the white people their business.
Right. But she could tell that she was down. She was like, oh, I hope you know that if, if something going on, you can talk to me. And she like, girl, listen, I'm all right.
Okay, so let me see. What was going on after? It wasn't long after that the sister had died, right?
Yeah. It wasn't too long. We see her.
I think she was singing in that bar.
Singing.
And then I think the next scene after that,
we hear like an ambulance.
Yeah. I think she OD'd.
So.
Right, yeah, I think she OD'd or something. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be glad to have you anytime. Even though I don't do too many lives. This is my second one. But whenever I do one again. Yeah, so, we basically end up having her die. And of course, Sparkle sings at the funeral. And everybody is, he comes back, for the funeral.
Yeah. And they go to nosy neighbor.
Yes.
And the rich white woman.
Yep.
Yeah.
She came to the funeral too.
I was surprised to see her there.
Yeah, I was surprised to see her there.
Well, I think she probably, some of them rich white women, they love their maids. Some of them love their maid. The maid was the really like the mama of the raised the kids, and the kids actually sometimes looked up to the nanny. Then they did.
Right. Yeah. Definitely. That is true. That is definitely true. That is definitely true. Yeah, she definitely. Oh Lord, here come this daggone.
Yeah, that's what they do. That's what they do.
Oh God.
So
they definitely gave her the Billie Holiday look, and Lady sings the Lady Sings the Blues is another one of my favorites.
Yeah, that's a good movie too.
Another classic.
I love
Yes.
Lady Blues.
Yes.
I love most things. Documentaries and anything on Billie Holiday.
Mhm.
I really always loved her. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So at this point, Styx is trying to tell her, like, I'm back, you know, I want you to sing. She like, boy, if you don't get the heck out of my face, she
starts screaming at him, tell him get out of her face. Yeah.
Yes, she did not want to hear him at all. Like, are you freaking kidding me right now? You know, he was telling her that she always had talent and she could always do it, and you know, he always believed in her. And you know, basically like, sister's dead, but you not dead, and that just made her even more mad by him saying that. Either one of y'all want to talk about that?
Yeah, it did make her mad. That's why she kicked him out the room, screaming at him.
Yes.
Sister's dead, but I think it was too soon for him to say it. Yeah, I know what he meant, but he said it. It was just too soon to say it that way.
Because that was her reason for staying. So he feel like, okay, she gone now. You coming with me?
It was the day of the funeral. What you
I know it was insensitive, but he's seeing it like this, like now. This was your excuse that was holding you back.
Oh, yeah.
He needed to give that girl time to mourn.
Right.
That's true. It wasn't even a day or two. It was like the same day. It was at the repast.
Yeah, that's too quick. That's too soon.
That?
Sure, when somebody that's immediate family. You in a fog in like real life. You in a fog when somebody in your family died. You just going through the motions and keeping up with everybody. The death don't really hit you until after everybody leave and stuff like that. After everybody leave and everybody's going and the calls stop and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because you moving so fast to try to get through it.
And you got nothing but time to sit and stew in it and think of everything then, you know.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I know when it happened with me, with my mom, I was like on autopilot. Like, I wasn't all there.
Yeah, you're not in that moment.
I wasn't like all there.
Yeah, definitely. But then her mother started talking to her too and was like, some people think Styx is a good guy. You know, I'm one of those people. I'm some people. Okay.
Good. I'm glad. And I was glad when I seen that part when she said that, because now it was like she was trying to put a hold on all of them. And now she knows by holding them too tight, it might be detrimental to him. Where she's like, all right, I know he's a good guy. I'm going to give my blessing to this one.
Right. Yeah. She still kind of was like, listen, I don't know what you're talking about, lady. I can't do that. I ain't think about no singing right now.
No, she wasn't. Not at that time, but she ended up caving in. He was working at like a radio station, right? Like a disc jockey or something. Right? And she ended up caving in, coming to see him, and then they started moving from that point on. They look good together too.
They do.
They look like a nice couple. Yeah.
Let me see. I think I got the clip of when he brings her to the studio to sing. Let's see.
Get it, girl. She can hit the note.
Yes. I'm gonna put some respect on her name.
Rest in peace to Irene Cara.
She didn't really do that much in her career, Irene Cara.
Yeah.
I thought she was gonna be bigger when she started making music. I thought.
Yeah. I mean, she had an album, but I don't really think it blew up like that big.
Yeah.
She just was good with the soundtracks. Like
she did
Flashdance.
Right, Flashdance.
Soundtracks to different movies.
She did TV shows and stuff like that.
Movie and stuff like that.
Yeah, Fame. And I know I was so excited. I told this story before, even on my TikTok when I was sharing videos. I saw her when I was younger, when my mother had a Thanksgiving Day parade. You couldn't tell me nothing on one of the floats singing. I was like, I saw Cara. Like, I really loved her.
Yeah, I did too. I love that first, the original Fame, the movie. I love the TV show back in the day.
Oh, you're right. Dolores wasn't there. Dolores wasn't at the funeral. I just realized that too. Did she even know? Because they did show Levon writing a letter like from jail, like he had found out about it. He was so crushed, man.
Yeah, he found. Yeah, there's somebody wrote him a letter, I guess, and told him that's how he.
Wow, I just realized that. You're right.
Skipped town, and I think she skipped town because she just probably couldn't take.
Yeah. Hey, Savannah.
That's why I'm guessing she couldn't deal with it.
Oh, wow. I didn't even think about that. That's true. Hey, in the front row. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
We started with YouTube around the same time. Maybe she was a little bit before me, but she always reaching out. Y'all support her. Yes, that's so true.
Yeah.
But at this point, he gets her in the studio. She was so nervous at first. He had to come over and sing with her for her to start loosening up in those notes. Wow.
Once she loosened up, she was letting it out.
No, she was doing it. No, she hit them. She hit them notes. She really did. She hit them notes.
Yeah. And so at this point, he's more so trying to come up with the money, saying that he needed, I think it was $10,000 that he needed. And she was like, I know just the person you could go to for that.
And that's a lot of money at that time.
Yes.
Yeah, it makes a lot of money now. I ain't got 10,000.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I can't loan nobody $10,000.
$10.
$10, yeah. But 10,000, no. But I mean, especially in 1960, that's like $1 million.
Yeah,
that's a lot of money.
You
know. So, and you can't get no record going on now for no $10,000. Back then, 10,000. I mean, you could do a whole album.
I mean, you could get a record going now. The way things is, the industry has changed. Everything is streaming and stuff now.
That's true. That's true. You can record it from your phone.
Yeah, people
upload it right on
becoming sensations just because of social media now.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right, Miss Abs. It is a lot of money now. I'm not saying it's not that definitely.
It definitely is true. I don't got it.
I can't loan nobody up here. I would love to give y'all $10,000. Y'all beautiful, right? But I don't have it. I don't have it.
So, and the person she knew of all people ends up being, who is it? The mother's.
The husband to the family she worked for.
Right.
And he was affiliated with the mob.
Right.
Yeah, he wasn't part of the mob, but his affiliation of it,
Right.
And he borrowed the money from the mob, and they wanted a return on the investment and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
You know, back then when you borrow from them, they're gonna break your legs if you late.
Exactly.
Oh, he paid everything up front.
And he did. He came back with the money plus like 16% interest or something.
Like,
and then, he's want to tell him like, oh, well, we got a problem. It's not me, but it's the people that I work for. Well,
they saw that they could probably see at that time too. They was getting their foot into the music business and everything, and so they was trying to get a piece of piece of it, of everybody, so. That's so they probably saw that she was blowing up. Her song was on the radio. They said, "Oh, we can make more than just
exactly
more off this lady." Yeah, so and he wasn't trying to have it, but
so when she actually goes to perform, even her mother comes worried, like, his wife called me and told me what's going on, and this could be some trophy. He's like, man, I'm Sticks and I'm from Harlem. Don't worry about it. So while she getting ready for her performance, they actually got him up in the car, like, kind of going back and forth with him, threatening him, like, you gonna come up with more? You gonna add us in? What's going on? And he keeps telling them no. He was standing his ground.
I paid you off and I'm done with you. But no, they wanted more of the pie. They wanted more.
F out of here.
Yeah, he was definitely standing his ground.
Yeah, he tried. He tried. Yeah.
And her mother was looking around, mad nervous the whole time when she come out to perform, like, what's going on? What's gonna happen with Sticks? Where he at? Everybody kept saying where he at. And at one point, one of the girls tried to be like, well, maybe he's going to see about the ticket sales or something, or sell more tickets, and they was like, no, this show is sold out. So he definitely ain't doing that.
And she was going to be playing at Carnegie Hall, opening up for Ray
Yes.
Charles. That was a big deal.
Big, yes.
Big deal. You know, yeah, because Ray Charles was the hottest thing going. You know,
right.
Yeah. So the opening up and Carnegie Hall, they don't at that time they ain't really let blacks be performing at Carnegie Hall. You know. So no.
Yeah.
But he tried to stand his ground, but they end up. I mean, what they put the gun up to his head and tried to
I think they was putting the gun on him and everything.
Yeah, they was threatening him.
Yeah. And I think at the end he probably ended up caving in. They didn't really say, but I think he had to cave into it.
Yeah, because he kept shaking his head no, and then they just kind of show him going back inside and her being on stage performing.
Yeah, I think he caved in. He didn't have a choice. Yeah. You know, it's either your name gonna be on this contract or your brain's gonna be on this contract. Oh, like Moochie's boy.
Get out of here!
Come on, there.
People's here again.
Lord. What's his name on Kanan? Who told
Cartier Fareed.
No, not Cartier.
Lulu.
Lulu.
He told that to Crown.
He told that to Crown. It's even some gonna be on this paper. It's gonna be
it's gonna be either your signature or your brains.
That's right, and I think that's what they told Sticks. Yeah,
I don't know. You might be right, but I've always thought through the years that he stood his ground and they respected him for it. But then that doesn't sound as realistic when I'm thinking about it now.
You're talking about 1960s. The mob was running New York.
The mob was running the music business too.
It was running the music
behind the scenes in there.
They was all over. They was behind in the music business, running everything, all kind of industries. And so I think that he caved in. They didn't say it, or it just kind of
they never show. They just show him keep saying no, and then him coming in. So I was like, did they just let him go? You know, that's kind of what I've always thought.
I can't see them let no black man go. not no 1960 something. No.
But now that I'm thinking back on it, I may have been thinking the wrong thing all this time. I don't know.
Yeah, she said, I got the impression they didn't do anything to him. Well, I mean, I don't know. It's hard to say because they didn't say it.
Right.
It's just, we just coming up with our own interpretations on what happened. But I just thought it was a nice story. You know, it was just a nice family story. They was trying to make it into the music business. And there's a lot of people's stories. Because a lot of people tried to make it in the music business and then got caught up in stuff, you know? You know, so I always thought this was a good story.
Yeah, they threatened.
I did too. I always loved it. You know, she finishes out on stage with her little feather top thing going on. I had some feathers on earlier, but I had
the thumbnail. She got the feathers on and everything.
Yeah,
I had to take it off because it was hot and the feathers were starting to be falling all over the place. And I was like, I don't got the all red like her,
but Sparkle had that red mermaid dress on.
Yes, she looked so pretty.
She did.
So she finally came into her own and got her own thing going.
Yeah, it definitely was a good script.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
music and everything. Just even when you watch the other groups that were performing, I enjoyed all of that. I just because
the soundtrack. The whole movie's good. That's nothing bad about it. Yeah, I mean, and it's a story that happened to a lot of people.
Yeah.
So
especially when you watch most of these musical stories, is always unfortunately some sad parts and them going through the drama, people trying to take their money and do everything,
take their money or take their music.
Yeah, definitely.
They always throw the drugs in there. So to me this was before the Temptations movie. This is before all of those movies. We got this, and they were fictional characters, so that really, it was believable. But even though they were fictional characters, this whole storyline was believable.
So, definitely
that's what the good part about it was.
Yeah,
absolutely, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, because I think I have watched like this Lady Sings the Blues and maybe Imitation of Life like around the same time, and those was all my faves.
And the one that you talking about, that's the one with the real dark skinned mother when she was in it. That was and it was in color.
I've seen a lot of those versions of Imitation of Life.
Yeah.
My mother always made me watch all those movies. I watched all them old movies. You can name them. I see them. I used to sit and watch it with my mother all the time.
Yeah, but she did. She hit that high note. Irene Cara could sing her behind off.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh my goodness. That's why I'm saying she didn't. I mean, you think it's because she was a Latin woman or what? What was the reason why she didn't make it big? I mean, or,
some people just be like, slipping between the cracks. There's a lot of real talented people that don't get as much exposure as some of these other ones, either because of the people that's behind them, the promotion,
or she had a bad contract or something like that.
Yeah, she might have had a bad. They probably tried to screw her over because a lot of people got screwed.
Yeah, Claudine is another one.
Claudine is one of my favorite movies. I love Claudine. And I'm glad they haven't tried to redo it and mess it up or something.
I'm glad they left it alone.
Me too. Yeah. You know who wanted to do it one time? Monique had talked about wanting to do it, and I was like, I don't want it to be a comedy. I mean, it got his funny parts.
It had funny parts in it though.
Right.
I mean, but you don't want it to be over comedic.
Yeah, too goofy or something like that. Yeah. But no, I loved Claudine. I thought her and James Earl Jones, man, I loved it.
Yeah.
And the kids, and I like the whole thing. Because a lot of people can relate to her story. Single mother struggling, got these children. I mean, that was a great story.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And they really knocked that job that James Earl Jones had. You got that.
Right.
You making money. And he was getting taxed with child support. That's the first movie that I saw that mentioned child support.
Yeah.
Right.
We knew nothing about that. Like, that
you didn't hear about it like that.
You didn't hear about stuff like that.
You didn't really hear about it. Not in the movies. Yeah, not in the movies.
Not in the movies, and not really in real life. You didn't hear about much of that unless the person was actually going through it.
Yeah. Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Now that's like a bag.
Exactly.
That's like a hustle. I'm serious.
Yeah.
It is. It is. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, Claudine. No, I love Claudine, and I mean, and she didn't care what that man had. She just loved him.
Exactly.
She didn't care what he had or didn't have, and I liked all the little children. I just like that movie.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
Yeah. Well, no, this was good.
Well, guys, I thank y'all so much for coming through. I appreciate y'all. And I appreciate you ladies, Moochie and Inga, for joining me.
Thank you.
Okay, I wasn't too sure. Inga's the one that brought this up to me in the first place.
Yeah, because I said,
and I was like, wait a minute, you might be onto something there, because y'all know I don't really do the live, so.
But you look, just the second one you getting used
to. I didn't even know that she didn't do them, because I thought all the ones she was doing was lives. I thought I was just missing them.
Right.
And no, I just record those and put them up. I did not know.
Yeah.
So, no, it was
I usually stick to the recordings. But this was fun. I appreciate y'all. I definitely thank everybody that came through. Nita, Love Covers All in the front row, Miss Kira, HEA.
Anytime you need me, just let me know.
Please hit the like button, y'all. And if y'all are here for the rewatch, please hit #rewatch in the comments. Thank you. And share it.
Yes, most definitely.
I had to put my 2 cents in.
Well, Moochie, what you got coming up though?
We talking about tomorrow. We're gonna talk about The Riches, episode 5. We on, right? Was it 5?
No,
6.
No, wait a minute. I thought we just said 3.
I think we did. I don't think we got to do 4.
No, we didn't.
So I don't know if you want to do 4 or 5 together, or
I'm thinking about it. We're gonna talk backstage and figure out how we gonna do it.
Okay.
So, but
thank you. Love you. Thank you for coming through. I know it's past your bedtime, so I appreciate you. Love you. Yes. So
all right, everybody. Yeah, they probably ready. It's Sunday night. Everybody probably ready to go to bed. They gotta go to work.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was busy today doing my Christmas shopping and stuff. So
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. I'll be forgetting it's even Christmas time, y'all.
You know something? It done rolled up so fast. I said, you know, it really did. I don't even. I'm trying to get myself to feel it. You know. I
Mhm.
said to myself this morning. I said, "Oh my goodness, it's Christmas on next week.
Right.
You know, next Sunday." I said,
Yeah, it came
"Oh,
up fast. It came up fast.
yeah, yeah. Well, whatever you ain't get, whatever you can't do, just don't even worry about it."
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But thank y'all all for coming. I appreciate y'all. Please like, comment, share. If you in the replay, you know, but replay gang, let me know you came through. All right.
See y'all next time.
Later.
See y'all
Damn.
next time. Toodaloo.